This portion of New Day Northwest is sponsored by WGU Washington.
Welcome back to New Day. Education is one of the most powerful tools out there. And I know so many of us, we think about going back to school, but maybe just feels out of reach. Well, this is the perfect time to consider it, as you'll hear in this conversation with online university WGU Washington.
Dr. Drake, I know that WGU and New Day, we are both celebrating this concept of New Year, New You. What does that mean to you, and how do you hope it'll inspire others and their dreams and goals in 2022?
You know, in 2022, I'm hearing so much about this really wholesale change people are making in their lifestyles, their careers. When I talk to employers that we work with and read newspapers, they're calling it the Great Resignation.
Yeah.
But when I talk to like friends and family and students, they're really describing it as sort of this reinvention about what they want to be after this pandemic. And it's really fun to see sort of these wholesale changes people are making.
I love that. I like that idea of the great reinvention. I actually, every year, I think, this is the year I'm going to get my master's degree. And speaking of degrees, Marissa, congratulations, you've earned your degree. How did that help you reinvent your life?
I think that WGU and getting my degree really did help reinvent my life, not just professionally, because I was able to finally get my foot in the door in human resources, which was a really hard section to get into, but also because of all the things that I went through while I was also pursuing my degree. I broke up with a long-term boyfriend, moved out of our house. I purchased a new home. I found and fell in love with my current boyfriend. We started trying for a baby and struggled with some infertility. And so during all of that, it was nice to have WGU as a distraction and kind of an anchor point and something that I could have control over in something that seemed really chaotic. And it all came together right when it needed to. I got my degree and found out that I was pregnant in the same term. So it was really cool.
Oh, yeah. I love that. Oh my gosh, you're going to make me cry, girl. And you weren't just any graduate at WGU. You were actually a very special milestone. You were the National University's 250,000th graduate. How did you even find out that was you?
I was the 250,000th graduate. I didn't try very hard to get that specific number, but I really appreciate being the representative of all the other graduates too, because I think that my story is probably pretty similar to a lot of other people that are out there that, went back to school to get their degree and make their lives a little bit better.
What was it like? I mean, to be able to celebrate this national milestone here in Washington?
It was definitely a thrill, and particularly to honor Marissa and all that she has accomplished. Like she said, she really is representative of our students. We went to her work. We had these huge, fantastic balloons. She was a great sport about it. We had lots of fun celebrating. We did it in an outdoor manner, but it happened to be a beautiful sunny day in the Northwest. And so it was just great to honor her. And since then, she has been a great sport about telling her story, inspiring others. We're very excited for her accomplishments.
Oh my gosh, you should be really proud of that, Marissa. I would just love to hear what both of you have to say to our viewers about reinventing themselves professionally and, in every way in 2022.
There's a lot of different reasons to hold yourself back and, make up excuses about why you can't do something. But there's so many more reasons why you should go for it. If you're on the fence of whether or not to go back to school and it's something that you've always wanted to do, but you say that, we're in the middle of a pandemic or you have other life events going on, I'm a perfect example of if I can do it, then you can do it. If you have the drive, then you can really get it done.
I agree with Marissa. Now is the time to act. I think we all have lots of aspirations and we talk about it and think about it. And now is the time just to take that first step and just look and inquire about what the possibilities are, and then take a step towards action on that. And we are super excited to honor all those who are really thinking about reinventing themselves. And so like you, we're celebrating New Year, New You with a scholarship. We're calling it the Year of You Scholarship, that we would encourage anyone to check out.
So inspirational. If you'd like to learn more about what WGU has to offer, including the scholarship opportunity Dr. Drake was talking about, visit the website on your screen.